What's up, everyone? It's your boy ShowtimeDr. I'm back. So we got some data mine news on some of the new characters along with a new costume. So I figured I'd share it with you guys if you didn't know. You can get the full scoop on the KC Reddit. Not KC Reddit, the KC Discord. But anywho, let's go over it here. So here's your new character, David. He's going to be holy. Not quite sure what class. I don't think that's available, but maybe it will be. So essentially what you got is passive, 6-star, percentage chance to cast optical illusion on the enemy with the first turn, with question mark turns at the start of the wave, percentage chance to cast Veil of Phantasm on the caster. So a lot of these things haven't been set yet. The devs are still setting the percentages, but we get a sneak peek as to what it's going to be at least. And then the passive, chance to remove some type of buff when attacking, chance to remove all buffs if the target is hybrid type. Increase all allies' attack by X percentage for however many turns when the caster tries to remove the enemy buff. So another novel thing here, imagine that, all guy heroes. Amazing. And then your first skill, I guess that's kind of hard for you guys to see. That's weird. Why is it? It's like this thing's clipping for no reason. I don't understand why. It's dumb. Alright, better. So, first skill. Inflict damage equal to percentage to attack, chance to brand. On his 2, inflict penetration damage equal to... I guess I might as well just skip the percentages and stuff. Chance to cast optical illusion to guarantee target's attack will miss for X amount of turns. Inflict penetration damage equal to whatever amount attack to enemies adjacent to the target. So it looks like a cone effect there with penetration. And he has a chance to do optical illusion, which will apparently debuff accuracy on a 4-turn cooldown. So his third skill, 6-turn cooldown, inflicts damage to one target. If the target is hybrid type, inflicts additional damage. Chance to cast optical illusion if the attack doesn't kill the target. So pretty much, this guy looks like he's going to be like a magician. So optical illusion. Trying to figure out exactly what that is. It seems like it's some type of accuracy thing. Debuffs accuracy. Maybe Veil of Phantasm as well, who knows. But either way, you know, this guy looks decent. To be perfectly honest, I don't know why they're adding holy characters. Dark needs the most help in this game, followed by probably, you know, they need a good support. They need a little bit harder one-shot single target damage. And since Janice turned out to be a dud, sadly. And then... Water could use a support hero. I mean, there's all types of little things they could do, but we're getting more light, so okay. So that's David. And next is Fire. Fire is the second best all-elemental thing, in my opinion, in the game. So let's see here. Passive, 6-star. Restore HP of all allies with Goddess Grace at the start of the turn. Decrease all allies' damage taken from quintuple target attacks for X amount of turns at the start of the wave. And his level 60 passive. Revives all allies of God. More revives that are passive. God. Revive all allies with percentage HP and resets the caster's skill 2 cooldown by consuming Goddess Grace at the end of the current turn when attacked by a quintuple target attack once per battle. Increase counters attack chance by X% if the caster has Goddess's Grace. Now first skill, inflict damage, one target, chance to taunt, chance to increase target's elemental disadvantages. Oh, that's interesting. So he's got like revive, but he can also taunt. That's odd for Fire. Second turn, 4-turn cooldown. Second skill rather, 4-turn cooldown. Grants a shield to all allies equal to X amount of HP for X turns. Cast Goddess Grace on the caster and the ally with the lowest HP. Oh, okay, so that passive that he casts, he restores a percentage of the HP with his passive, and then Also interacts with other things. Alright, 6-turn cooldown on his 3rd skill. Grants strike preparation to all allies to guarantee the next attack to be a critical strike for X amount of turns. Grants focus power to increase damage dealt by single target attacks by X. Wow. Yeah, Lionel looks like a must-have character right now. I wonder if he's going to turn out to be one of the raid characters. That kind of seems like a raid setup, to be perfectly honest. In fact, I hope he does, because that means that we could all easily get him to 666 if we choose to. So that looks like a good character. I don't know about this first character. It looks okay, but that second character looks pretty good. And then we got Baskerville, the wolf. Imagine that, an actual wolf with facial hair. Apparently this guy has a storyline with Ian, who knows, but... doesn't have an element, though, so I guess they haven't decided on that yet. Alright, so 6-star passive, percentage chance for the caster to gain Wind Instinct every time the caster receives abnormal status effects. When the caster has Wind Instinct, all attacks will ignore defense and restore the caster's HP by X amount, so maybe a Wind hero then. Yeah, that seems like a pretty strong passive. So 60, remove all protection from all enemies and removes 1 abnormal status from the caster at the start of the turn. Percentage chance to remove all debuffs from caster when the enemy is killed. Skill 1, inflict damage, 1 target, and 2 adjacent enemies. Chance to remove buffs. Second skill, 4-turn cooldown, inflict penetration damage equal to % of attack to 1 enemy. Chance to remove all buffs. Chance to cast Wild Instinct on the caster. Wild Instinct again is... all his attacks ignore defense, and it heals him by a certain percentage that hasn't been determined yet. And third skill, inflict penetration damage equal to X% of attack to 1 enemy. Percentage chance to increase all of the target's wind skill cooldowns. Okay, I read that wrong. Percentage chance to increase all of the target's skill cooldowns by 1 turn if the caster has Wind Instinct. Consume Wind Instinct to inflict additional damage. So he's got penetration on his 2 and his 3, does a lot of buff removal. His ulti increases cooldowns, and he has a buff that makes him ignore defense as well as heals him. And a passive that removes debuffs as well. That's pretty strong. So he looks like a pretty good character. I'm still more excited for Lionel, but Baskerville looks pretty cool. This character, maybe it'll be great, maybe not, who knows. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it just depends on what the devs decide to do with the percentages. You never know. Like, this all sounds good, but if it's all like 10%, 15%, then good luck. And then we also have a costume that has been revealed here for Leif, the new $20 costume. So for those of you that get hyped on premium costumes, this is for you. So let's see what changes on her S1. I'll just highlight the changes. It looks like it gives her a chance to inflict penetration damage additional for a percentage of attack that has not been determined yet if the caster has Wild Intuition. So I guess Wild Intuition must be part of this as well. On her 3, let's see here. Inflicts additional damage if caster has Wild Intuition, I keep saying that. Talent, applies resolve to caster to adjacent allies. Yeah, that's normal. Remove all debuffs from the caster if resolve is activated and restore HP by % once per battle. Guarantees to multi-strike. Okay, yeah, that was there before. So it looks like the heal, she gets a heal from her resolve now. I wonder if it heals the people next to her as well. That would be pretty strong. And then her regular passive here, let's see. Increase attack by % for blah at the start of the turn, or wave. Or my bad, just started the wave for X amount of turns. Gains Wild Intuition. That increases critical strike chance by X%. When Wild Intuition disappears, gain Steady Breath for X amount of turns. When Steady Breath disappears, gain Wild Intuition. So I wonder if those both are going to be buffs. Probably. Huh, interesting. So it looks like a decent buff on her. I don't know, it depends on the percentages. It'll probably be pretty high percentages since this will be the $20 costume. But hey, y'all, so that's the new stuff that's coming down the pipeline. Now, who knows, because I was watching people before the majority of the bigger streamers gave up on covering this game as completely as they used to. So I remember watching their videos and they were like, yep, anytime, guys, this hero's going to be out pretty soon. And it was like 2 months before that hero came out. Like, I think Janice was one of them. And Taran, she was one of them. And so who knows if we'll see this month, next month, the month after that, who knows. So, anyhow, let me know what you guys think of all that new stuff and, you know, everyone that's still playing this. Personally, for me, if I was to go for a hero, I'd want Lionel over everybody, even though Baskerville seems pretty damn good too. This guy, he could be really good. I can't tell. To be honest, it's hard to tell because the percentages haven't been said, but I'm sure they'll be like your typical percentages, you know. We all know them by now. Single target, 100 to 160%, unless it's a cone, and it's, what was it, 88% to 1 whatever percent. If it's a 3 target, it'll get up to 1. What is the top end? Like 164%, I believe it is. 110 to 164. And then if it's like a hard-hitting single target, S3, it always gets to 480% to 300%. And then if it's an all target, it'll hit for up to, what is it, like 188%, I believe? Something like that. Like, we all know how the percentages go. So, anyways, guys, so I'm ShowtimeDr, ShowtimeDr. You found my YouTube. Hit a like if you enjoyed the content. And in the notes, there's going to be a link to my Discord as well as my Twitch. You can come in. We got a KC tab there. Chop it up with everybody. Share your experiences. Ask for help. We got good people in there. So come on by if you feel like it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.